Here we are, riding high off the triumph over the Scary. Where to now? Storyteller's here! Oh boy. See what to say.
Stand ready.
A familiar figure emerges before you. The storyteller's unseeing eyes are turned towards the city ruins behind you. It appears that, despite his blindness, he perceives something that the rest of you do not. He is gone. He is no more. The demon lord has perished. He has freed our realm of his dark presence. What you've accomplished is unheard of, Commander. But you must not squander this chance. Forces have already gathered near Dresden to set out on the last march into the heart of the wound. We await your return. Storyteller, what are you doing? Witnessing a story, Knight Commander. Witnessing a story yet again. What will the Discari do now? He returned to the abyss to his rasping riffs, but he did not return the victor. The great demon lord, the usher of the apocalypse, failed to kill a mortal. He failed. I'm not sure what hurt him more, the power or the realization of his defeat. The Scary is arrogant to the point of insanity, but it's more likely that he'll bide his time rather than launch another attack and risk everything. And while he's recovering, you'll have enough time to complete your mission and rid us of the world wound. Good to know. Good. Make haste for Dresden, Commander. Your allies are on the way. They're all ready. The story is drawing to a close, but it's not over yet. Wait. Come back. The agenda here. Strengthening diplomatic relations. They've improved. Council requests Crusade leader attend their mess to receive an update report. Bet they do. The Northern Lights. Stargazers of Polaris Shrine have shared their knowledge with the Commander. For many years, they've been creating an artifact that could weaken the connection between Threshold and the Abyss by shining Polaris Northern Lights down upon the fortress. Project Mirage, just a little more work we put in action. It is complete. The Commander knows a secret weapon they used during the assault on the Threshold Fortress. Alright. Good news. An epidemic of secrets. Strange diseases affecting the soldiers. Mouths grow on the victim's skin and whisper various secrets related to the events happening in the army. Healers claim that with each secret, the health of the victim deteriorates. It's very Lovecraftian of you. I think we give our healers save them. Yes. The best healers did everything they could to cure the poor people. Their efforts paid off. The epidemic was stopped. Now the Crusade is better prepared for sudden outbreaks of disease. Oh yeah, the secret entrance, really. I'll have to go back to that old save. Place the key crystal in the socket. What? What's going on? What is this? Crystal from Is has turned out to be key to a portal. It lies beyond. Does Commander hear a call beckoning him to step into the unknown? I'll use a backup file for this.
I stand ready.
Good, we'll turn on our dice and our sheet.
The goddess protects us.
Yes.
Let us be off.
I don't know, that way looks kind of shifty.
A person can be in possession of the greatest treasure and never understand its worth. A person can live the happiest days of their life and not know that it will come to an end.
Oh, don't all good things come to an end? Cradle is creaking as it's quietly humming a tune, but it's empty. Flower that clearly was picked somewhere in the forest, but diligently but clumsily potted. Child's drawings depicting various magical beasts, and the second, more assured hand that clearly belongs to an adult. There are annotations of a wingspan, die, and other details. The wooden horse is worn around the area where the rider would sit. What's this? Note from the box. Handwriting this note is very similar to the pages of Lexicon of Paradox. I knew you'd get through the lock, so I hid the wand of teleportation elsewhere. I thought we agreed no excursions to the outside world until after your transmutation lesson. Well? This is vial magical formula for summoning. Take that. This is an old map. Map seems to predict the region of Sarkoris before the opening of the wound. Has roads, rivers, bridges marked on it, as well as numerous notes such as hunters spotted in spring, avoid. Guards caught a witch on 3 Rova, nothing suspicious since. And high road groups often move to and from threshold, avoid. Henry's art illustrated textbook on magic. The margins are filled with doodles. Clearly done and boarded. And more importantly, there's a magical portal. Oh? We in the Matrix?
When planting a seedling, give it soil, space, and moisture. Nothing can grow in cramped captivity.
Day whatever experiment, I'm in Mom's lab messing around with reagents. Circle is almost ready. I think I just need to place the vial with the summoning formula here. Let's see what happens. This is going to be fun. That's me. Uh-oh.
There is no greater satisfaction
Commander?
than overcoming a challenge.
Soot
That
is
of course,
restless.
what you're wondering.
I
Doubt
wonder
is the
why.
heart.
I won't let you hurt my friends.
Simply business.
You've crossed the wrong mongrel.
Mom, I know you're watching. You would never leave me in danger, would you? But you let me learn things, try things. Oh, thank you, Mom. One day I will sneak out without you noticing and do everything my way. It's my way or the highway. Inside the cottage?
Let's move.
Questions, questions. What is to be done with vanquished foes? What is to be done with treacherous friends? I know the answers to these and to many more questions.
Search for the beauty with your heart, not your eyes.
Follow me.
Save.
March on.
Interrogation record. Prisoner was asked 3 questions. What is the source of her sinful power? Who taught her the craft, and what deeds was she intending to pursue by using it? Having not received an answer, the interrogator called for the first use of simple means of loosening the criminal's tongue. For the more intricate tools to be kept clear view, also for the purpose of intimidation. When these measures failed to produce results, denunciation. I beg you to inform the first hunter and the high interrogator that the prisoner Areelu Vorlish is covertly preparing a ritual of unthinkable scale. If she's not stopped, the consequences will be devastating. I beseech you to be prudent. Prisoner Opon. Doom is upon us. The Code of the Hunters of Threshold. What was this about? I am a hunter of Threshold, the best among the best. I am a keeper of Sarkoris, its protector against corruption and machinations. Powers sinful and poisoned. I feel the gaze of the ancestors and the gods upon me. I will follow the trail of any beast, be it demon, hag, witch, or rogue mage. I will root them out in my land, in any pit, in any den. Those who surrender, I will imprison. Those who resist, I will slay without hesitation. There is nothing I would not do to repel the corruption, for I am all that stands between the land and its people and horrifying calamities. I'm a hunter of Threshold. Citre Devime? You East Indian? The ghost standing before you used to be a tall man, built like a warrior. Oh, but death has twisted his features and bent his back. His eye sockets are empty, his body mutilated, and his face a mask of insanity. Forgiveness, I beg forgiveness. Nobody else should suffer what I've done. I had to protect the people of Sarkoris. I killed. Who are you, Ghost? Only half our unit returned. Nasty fight. We thought the witch would be alone. I didn't know, I killed. But I had no idea who I was killing. What are you talking about? She led me, walking arm in arm with me. My eyes were gone, but I could still hear the screams. She described what I could not see, his dying light, the step of Beskavor swarm, descending upon the last unit still trying to hold the line. She said, "Here are the cultists dancing and raising their daggers to stab their prisoners through the heart. You're the last bastion of your clan, the Foundlist. You want? Do you know what happened to them, Hunter? I didn't want to, I couldn't help but ask. Am I to blame for this? Do you recognize this, Hunter?" It's the stern hand, whatever that is. Yes, this is my hand. How stern. Its grip was, men and women know it, witches and sorcerers alike. It is not my hand, it was the hand of Sarkors itself. What are you seeking forgiveness for? No, I was telling you. What are you talking about, man? Saying, ghost. So awakened by your voice, the ghost raises his head and speaks the assertive tone of someone accustomed to giving orders. I am Citri Devame, Boundless Clan, the first hunter of Threshold, protector of Sarkors. I am a witch's nemesis, the best hunter in my land. I received an order to capture the witch Areelu Vorlish and carried out that order. I brought her to Threshold as a prisoner. I killed the witch's accomplice. I killed him. Fellow professional, I see. That's why it is so important to tie up loose ends. If only he killed the witch on the spot, nothing would have happened to Sarkors, and he wouldn't be forced to suffer here now. You've been stuck in this world for far too long. Let go of your past and go face Pharasma's judgment. You forgive me? Ghost whispers, and he shudders with a deep sigh and slowly vanishes to thin.
This is my line of work.
It's not my place to forgive him.
Onwards. Always be ready for the worst. I tire of waiting.
I shall save, as is wise to do in these situations. Thick smoke rises in the brazier before you. Its curling haze, you can see a pale, haggard face with a bleeding spiral carved into its forehead. Who disturbs my restless vigil? A friend? A foe? It doesn't matter. I haven't spoken with anyone in so long. I'd be happy to sound any living voice. Where am I getting these things from? Who are you? Opon. In life, my name was Opon. And I was a talented spellcaster, one of the most powerful in the land of Sarkors. I was the most arrogant. I believed that I could always escape from the hunters of Threshold and that my talent would never fail me. What a hollow, misguided belief. The hunters eventually caught me, locked me in this cursed prison, and died within its walls. Now I am here, bound in this brazier for all eternity. A place that looks like the cell where I spent 10 years of my life and died. A letter of denunciation signed by you. Yes. Yes, I informed on her. I told the guards about the ritual she was working on. I tried to prevent the inevitable, but it was too late. Can I help? I don't know for sure, but I'm bound by a powerful spell. My own uneasy conscience. Both are keeping my soul from going down the path that all souls must follow. I try to smash Brazier, but it will set me free or kill me. What I'd like to ask you about? This ring used to belong to you, didn't it? Yes, that's my ring. It's been so long since I felt its cool embrace around my finger. Citri Devame's wife took it, along with a chunk of my flesh. You repaired it? I'm glad. So you wanted to start a rebellion in Sarkors? Yes, I did. I didn't want violence, but I guess I knew from the start it was unavoidable. I just wanted to make everything admit that we were people too. I wanted them to stop hunting us down and imprisoning us, but great changes never come without bloodshed. You've stayed hidden longer, if not for your bleeding heart. Areelu Vorlish received your letter calling for rebellion. If only I'd known back then what Areelu would do. I would have declared her my enemy, not the elders of Sarkors. Her crimes are 100 times more serious, although both stem from the same place. The violence and anger of our kinfolk used against those who practice arcane magic. Sarkors' own poison led to its downfall. Stayed longer if not for your bleeding heart. Yes, people always said I was too sentimental to be a rebel. Without compassion, how would we be any different from our enemies? From evil monsters we were accused of being. Yes, I was caught like a fool, but I have nothing to be ashamed of. See? You must know I've never used my ring for evil purposes, although I was capable of doing terrible things. I could do likewise. Decide what to do with you? Come on, old pawn, you deserve to rest in peace. Thank you, I don't know what lies ahead of me, afterlife or oblivion, but either way, thank you. Is Durden down on one knee because he's praying, or... Well, he was injured for a second. Save.
Let us be off.
Neat.
Let's move.
There are questions that are better left unasked. There are memories that ought to rouse a storm in your soul, but instead, you look into them and see nothing but emptiness. Unknowing is the worst punishment. Knowing, on the other hand, knowing is eternal, unabated pain.
Ignorance is bliss.
Pain can be endured for the sake of knowledge, but the superior approach is to acquire knowledge of how to eliminate the pain. Did you know that there are over 70 different methodologies for local and general anesthesia, including chemical, magical, psychological, and mechanical? The optimal one is without a doubt the one I prefer, the method of scientific forgetting.
I don't think she's talking about physical pain. More like pain in the soul. Getting rid of something like that, it's not easy, you know? Even for someone like her.
But alcohol's for.
That is a widespread misconception. There are even more methodological approaches to curing soul pain, and my approach offers universal application.
Hello.
Image of the Vorlash is projected by a magical device that raises her head and looks in your eyes. There's no doubt this time is not a recording of another one of her experiments. So we have a FaceTime with her. You wanted me to end up here, didn't you? That's why you led me to the crystal.
So you guessed it then. I chose my bait well, and here you are. Just where I wanted you to be.
Oh? Why did you show me all that? Your past, present, your pity you?
Pity? Me? I did not throw the country that betrayed me into the demon's maw in order to be pitied. I did not do it even for revenge. I simply made a promise.
Everyone needs to be pitied sometimes. People who say they don't want it seem to need it more than anyone else. Maybe if someone pitied you back then, 100 years ago, there wouldn't be a world wound, or a demon invasion, or any other horrible things.
Indeed. I was the fearsome witch Threshold's hunters were after. I began studying rifts and soul-changing forces long before they knocked on my door. I had no intention of applying such knowledge at the time, but some temptations are nigh onto impossible to resist.
I'll discuss with you.
No need to rush off. I have a gift for you. The last in your life, I hope. You have destroyed everything I've been working on. But this is not the end yet.
Victorious.
Ah, look at me, I got a soul.
It's your time to cease to exist.
Survive me.
Worth so much.
Let me help.
See what here is.
You're a good person.
Well,
Yes!
okay. It's not hideout. Let's see. Day whatever. Experiment finally. Alright? At last I can try something serious. Species spellcasting, so surely it'll be brought to the threshold to stand trial. I don't leave it like this. Do you hear me? I promise, I promise. Okay. Fur on the ground looks like a wound. Heat from strange annoying cold spill out of the opening. Jove next to a strange, like fur on the ground, you feel a chill come over you. Oh, we got stuff to do back here, I guess. Gates of Dresden are open wide, and the army that came back from Iz is standing before you. Hundreds of eyes are watching your triumphant return to your city. You are greeted by a multitude of excited faces, crusaders, mortals from every corner of Glorion, veterans, and new recruits, people all known to you, and people you've never set eyes on before. Everyone watches you with pride and hope in their eyes. Everyone salutes their commander and welcome. Crusaders and Mendip watch you and your followers with hope and reverence. They greet you with welcoming shouts and enthusiastic salutes.
Welcome. I see you have returned. You once again saved me from death, and our army from inglorious defeat. I may have been the one to call this crusade, but it was you who became its very soul and chief strategist of the entire campaign. All hail the commander! Long live our hero!
Salute. He responds with a sharp salute. All your knights follow.
But now the crusade must face Threshold. It is time for the final confrontation.
Not yet.
The last bloody and decisive battle. Few of us will come back alive. Give us all a few words before you lead us on what is to be our final push.
I'm not ready for this. As the eyes return to you, you have incredible freedom and tranquility. No longer are you caught in the vise of a single destiny. No longer must you carry the burden of dubious power. No longer are you tormented by the prospect of dying from the wound in your soul. You have the right to decide what to do with your life. You are to lead the followers and companions who put their trust in you. Crusaders, you must know my mythic power is gone. I was the result of an experiment carried out by evil forces. Whose blessing I rejected this power. My determination still burns within me. We will prevail in this war for the goddess for all mortal kind. The listening deal their mild fear at first when they hear wondrous power protect them, but then the excitement and enthusiasm begin to grow. Good. Someday very soon we're going to start doing more. And when we do, I'll leave it to you, not because I don't care about my friends and followers, but because everyone must live their own life, I wished. My path, even after victory. Don't know where the road will take me, the choice path will be mine, or think about victory. Once we are mortals, we'll sing the life. I don't know if I'm going to live, so I'll choose this one. Words are met with understanding, as many seem to light up. It seems the people have begun to consider they will do with their lives after the long sought and now imminent victory. Stortail appears behind you as if from nowhere. So many go too far in their pursuit of power, so many will lose their way, lose sight of their ideals. Not often does one meet someone who rejects power and all-encompassing might for the right to remain himself. I have witnessed your choice. Your story is the jewel of my collection. When everything is over, follow your path freely, Commander. You have earned this right, and it is precious. One day you will be victorious and walk beyond the boundaries of what you once called the world wound. You will depart, but those who remain will compose legends about you. Greybor looks serious. He speaks quietly. Commander, and you need I to go to a very important meeting. I'd like to tell you more, but I'm afraid I can't give you any further details. You just have to trust me. You need to go to the Dry Crossroads, not far from Dresden, but you and I will have to go alone. No one else is allowed at this meeting. Let me know when you are ready to travel. I can assure you this meeting is very important. It will be interesting. In Dresden, are real prying ears and curious ears. It would be difficult to arrange a secret meeting in the city. Okay, so I to leave. Yes, I think so, Commander. It will be a long trip, but I think it'll Entertained with small talk. Horse eyes shine with anticipation. His cryptic smile speaks volumes. So clearly something he wants to tell you. Is he going to try to kill me? Commander, I bring wonderful news. We are getting reports from all regions of Mendev that the nationwide political crisis has been resolved. The military detachments we sent across the region have restored order and suppressed the emerging riots. The entire country is impressed with how you managed to hold demons back without reinforcements. I believe it's fair to say at this moment, Commander, the world carries the greatest weight in Mendev's politics. You could use this influence to accomplish something monumental. For example, you could recognize a total military mobilization across the kingdom. What will you do with your newfound power? Mendevs have suffered heavy losses, its estates have been desolated, and many noble bloodlines have been cut short. It may go against our customs, but I am willing to pass a reform and offer any noble who swears loyalty to and enlists in crusade lands in a place in Mendevian aristocracy. We need to remind Mendevians that gods care for us. They gave us strength and wisdom to save the kingdom. Let the people go to the temples, praise them, make donations, and pray. In dark times, we need the faith we can muster. Someone must take care of Mendev. The old man won't survive another wild ride like that. Maybe we should hold elections for their members of the Royal Council. Finally, let those who are worthy run the country, no matter their social class or wealth. Who is a governor? Glad to see you at a meeting. The work of this council is not only about the crusade, but also about Mendevian politics. Thus, it seemed appropriate that I attend. I have already warned Lady Konami, however, the final word is decisions of the council is yours. Okay, let's listen to the council's opinions. As you wish, Commander, your advisors have proven their diplomatic and political acumen. Now, what was that about an election? Right now, Mendev is smoldering ruin, a realm of devastation. The only riches are patriotism and corpses. We need to save it before it's too late, and we should start with those in charge. We've had enough highly bureaucrats lining their pockets, and nobles believing themselves superior to others because of their lineage. It would be nice if the Royal Council was composed of those who deserve it, but with no regard to family trees, connections, and purse size, the Mongols choose the smartest, bravest, most experienced one from among them as their chief. Maybe the Uplanders could learn this trick, or are they too civilized for it? This is a good time for reforms of such magnitude. There have been enough disturbances in Mendev already. Konami, is there anyone left in Mendev who could be mobilized? There is, rest assured, if everyone was here already. Mendev would have died of famine. But I'm just not talking about people. There are horses to be commandeered for the needs of the army, tools that could be reforged into weapons, apothecary stocks, services provided by craftsmen, builders, spellcasters. Many can serve the army, and in many ways, not necessarily by enlisting. Took their sons and daughters, took their gold, took their bread, now we're taking their horses? I think we should stake their sticks and rocks, or they'll beat us to death with them soon enough. Socio, and they've honored their gods before, haven't they? Was it not enough? Was enough? Which is why the gods did not let Mendev fall. When adversity passes, people breathe a sigh of relief. And then they leave the temples. It's just the way it goes. However, even though the crisis in Mendev is behind us, our war rages on. We need to remind everyone that the most terrible evil hasn't yet been defeated, and to unite them around spiritual power instead of worldly authorities as before. What does Galfrey suggest? Under ordinary circumstances, if a noble family were to perish, their lands would go to their heirs by blood, however distant they may be, but I'm willing to change its tradition and take all the estates that have been left without owners. We give them to those nobles who choose the path of serving Mendev and join us. Our aristocracy is dying out in the war. We shall revive it with new blood. Okay. I believe they will be heard. The words of those who have seen many trials will be sincere, and the higher powers will answer them by sending down thunder and ruin upon all who do us wrong. When I first met, I allowed my eyes to deceive me. I failed to discern whether you were an outstanding politician. Nothing of diplomacy, you were unaware of the power structure in Neuroscience and beyond, driven by uncanny intuition. With it, you have saved Mendev and strengthened our ties with foreign allies. You have my respect. Once I saw a general in you, and I see a capable politician as well. Grateful for fulfilling your duty and helping my nation. I wasn't a diplomat before this war. I haven't become one now. But I think I'm beginning to understand politicians and their actions better. Oh. I'm convinced the key is to never forsake your conscience. I don't think we have. I can't imagine ever becoming a proper diplomat. All this political skullduggery makes my hand reach for my bow. And I was close to going down in history as land the shooting ambassador. But I'm impressed with how slick you were with dealing with intrigues and weaving a web of your own. It's been an honor and a pleasure to advise you, Commander. However, I don't think you will need my counsel from here on out. Mendev stands strong, our allies are loyal and reliable. The diplomatic council has served its purpose. You don't need it any longer. Oh no. It was your idea, you're taking me here. What? The thugs block your path. They are armed and look like they're ready to fight. Their leader faces you, his hands on his hips. Like, we didn't think you were going to show. But you wouldn't do that to us, would you, Greybor? Where's the target? I know you're professional, but I've never worked with you before, so listen up. I've been watching you. No funny business or I'll make you bleed, get it? You're on his way, just as I promised. You're a dwarf of your word, I respect that. We're sick of sitting around in these woods, and she is getting antsy too. Is everything ready? Wait just a minute, she said you'd be in charge of all preparations. She told us to wait for your arrival and follow all your instructions. So why don't you scout the area and go figure out what needs to be done? We'll need at least 3 places for the crew to hide, and we'll need a good location for our archer as well. And that trail over there bothers me. It makes it too easy for our target to escape. Just off the road. Need to see if there's a way to block the path somehow. She here now? Probably. You know, she doesn't like to show up too early. She's smart and wants us to scout out the area first. I respect that. Once we corner the target, she'll be here or not. It's impossible to tell with her. Let's go with the area. Go ahead, boss. We'll just sit here and wait your orders. Crouch back and track of the tree while I imploded the phone block the tree. That it?
I'll do as you tell me.
How's it going, boss? Had a chance to look around yet? Any orders? Try to take position on that hill. Sounds good to me. What are you going to stand around for? Get your mug up on that hill. There's a damaged tree by the trail. I need to chop it down and block the path. It's not a bad idea. We'll block the path so that no one can get through. President cold feet when it's time to act. If you rode a bunch on a first hunt, as long as the target's where it's supposed to be, they'll do what they've been told. Take another look around. You do that, boss. You think real hard and scope things up, so be ready when the target gets here. Quick bush will provide ample cover for an ambush. My thoughts exactly. Place your crew behind the bushes along the road, behind those trees, behind that huge boulder. Can do. There were some good locations, nice and hidden. Can't see them from the road. The leader turns to his henchman and calls out commanding voice. Alright, stop sitting around on your asses. Go where you're told and lay low. We're not here or see any of you. Guess we're set then. Time to lay low. You know your stuff, Greybor. Can't fault your decisions. Made some good calls. I respect that.
Arrest is in order.
What? He's ready. Has to wait the main character to appear on the stage. Rosella. First time you've seen Rosella in person, she glares at you triumphantly. You're not as smart as everyone thinks. Walked right into a trap set by your own associate. Don't kill him. I want to finish him off myself. You performed your task admirably, Greybor. You charged me an exorbitant rate for your services, but it seems you were worth every coin. Expect anything less? As I said, when I take a job, it gets done. You want the commander, and I brought him to you. Gauze is standing off to the side. He clears his throat, annoyed at being left the conversation. Your death will bring me... Shut up, Yaws. I didn't ask you permission to speak. Well, we got along well. Why do you want me dead? Father will see how wrong he was about me. He'll reward me with favor when I present him with your head. I'll be the greatest of Baphomet's daughters once more. That half-mortal upstart Vorlish will crawl to her knees before me. I'll rout the armies of Alushinra, then I'll cut out Discari's lackeys and take his army for myself. And once that's done, it'll be your turn, Crusaders. I'll make you kneel before the Lord of Beasts. Greybor, you betrayed me. The guild I joined, with your consent, I might add, asked me to do a job. They offered me a sizable reward for... And partnership has less been satisfactory, so I am breaking our contract. Oh, you'll be killed by my new employers. So Greybor to lure you here, and he has performed his task admirably. I'll leave this place alive. Greybor doesn't even look at you intently. You have no honor, no principles, just like every other hired killer. You're wrong. I do have principles. My principles don't prevent me from killing people for money. It's no different than killing for an idea, or the orders of your sovereign, or the glory of a deity, or to save your own life. You want me to kill me too, Yoz? It's not like he had a choice in the matter. This half what belongs to me, and so does his guild. After Gilhab Samira, Baphomet gave me back my power. I was restored to rightful place, and Yoz, who's considered himself my master, gave my property. She cracks her knuckles because her assassins killed the coward in fear. I'm sorry, but the bounty on your head is just too tempting. I couldn't resist. So Rosella robbed you of your guild and your pride. How pathetic. I regret insolence, I swear. Attack! Oh, beast in your trap. Beat him in the mouth. Greybor smirks ominously. It will be easy for them to carry out that order because they themselves are actually already dead. Commander, now! When the whistle of decorated with runes from his pocket, the dwarf brings it to his lips and gives a high-pitched trill.
Let's make this quick. You're in my way.
Let's do, Greater Angelic Aspect to start off.
You had your chance.
Rosaldo's curled up on the ground in anguish, and with fist down angrily. This isn't how it was supposed to end. Why? Why are you so damn strong, mortal? Shorty, you little worm, you betrayed me. If you had done what I asked, I would have given you everything you have ever wanted. I value my reputation more than anything you could offer me. You can rant and rave as much as you want, but you're not going to change my mind. Well done, Commander. I admit I was worried that you would deviate from our plan to reveal your full strength. You needed Rosella to believe that victory was within her grasp, so that she would reveal herself. Their little spectacle was quite convincing. But why didn't you tell Rosella how we outwitted her? You see, Rosella, you made 3 mistakes. Your first mistake was sending your agent to Dresden to give me the assignment to bring the commander's head instead of summoning me to Alushinra. Doing so, you made it clear to me that you have people in Dresden, that some of them might be part of the commander's inner circle. Therefore, the commander and I kept this plan a closely guarded secret. We didn't want you to find out about it. As for your second mistake, you underestimated just how much I value my reputation. Under different circumstances, I would have gladly taken this assignment, but I'm not going to tarnish my good name. The commander and I were on the way here. We had plenty of time to discuss the details of our plan. I would pretend to carry out the assignment. The commander would pretend that he was trapped. You knew you could not resist the opportunity to savor your triumph personally. Just had to play my part convincingly when I helped to set the ambush. Commander had to fight at half strength, so he wouldn't immediately destroy your lackeys. And you fell for it. You threw caution to the wind and revealed your presence. Remember how I said you'd make 3 mistakes? Your third mistake was turning your back on this shorty. I can't let it go for that. That come after me. Slow rising ground. How's this, Ted? Hate you. Oh, how I hate you all. I think we're done here. One of these nights we should meet at the tavern to celebrate. Drinks are on me.
This is my path.
Ooh, crap I can't identify yet because I don't have the right people in my party.
Is that the commander who entered the lair of assassins unafraid, wreaking havoc and personally murdering everyone in sight? Why, yes, I think it is him. Well, beer is on me today, just like I promised.
Thanks for more times in my life.
Of course, but he no longer has weapons like Horsala's Assassin's Guild at his command. And the Templars of the Ivory Labyrinth are no match for them. I don't think you need to be wary of any more attacks.
Thanks for remaining loyal.
It's not about loyalty. It's just business, and... But perhaps you are right about that. I like you. I rarely say that to people, and almost never to my employers. But here we are.
No kiss.
I enjoy traveling with you, and I would have felt regret if you had died. Apparently our adventures together have made me overly sentimental.
You're getting soft, old man. What are we doing when the war's over?
They say that the Assassin's Guild of Alushinra, of which I pride myself of being a member, has recently lost its leader. I, on the other hand, have been honing my demon-slaying skills to perfection over the past few months. When this whole thing with the World Wound is over, I'll return there and try to become one of the aristocrats of Alushinra. That is what they call themselves, if I remember correctly. I will reside there in luxury, bathe in the gossip about my notorious misdeeds, and take assignments from the Crusaders at a hefty discount. If the demons are trying to occupy our Galarian, why shouldn't we mortals repay them by occupying a part of their realm?
I think highly of you as well.
Same goes for you. I never regretted getting involved with you. Even though the whole thing seemed like a utter failure at times.
Thanks for the chat.
You know, Commander. You know, I've always thought that I was a loner by nature. I don't like people. I don't give a damn about them. They don't give a damn about me. And that's how it's always been. Until I met you. Are an exception to all the rules. It is completely wrong for a hired blade to have any kind of personal affection for a client. But I do. Whatever lies ahead, I will never regret going on that dragon hunting mission with you.
Which one?
Surprised to hear such words from an assassin, Commander.
Alright.
In that case, let this story become a good memory of how we cheated death itself.
I'm sure he was tempted to betray me. Right, folks, and with that, I guess that will conclude today's episode. Yeah, we're getting close-ish to the end now. So stay tuned for more. And as usual, I'll see you around and have an awesome time wherever you are. Cheerio.